But actually, it's not so many people notice that poetry is more than art. Poetry is something that can reflect the idea and the condition of the society in certain time. There are so many examples of poetry that can influence the world, that can give people an inspiration, can change them. Me and my friend will show you how poetry actually could affect a certain society, and there are so many examples of this kind of poetry. But in this video, we will choose poetry entitled In Flanders Fields. Enjoy.
Tighten up on your reins, you're running wild, it's true.
To analyze this poetry, my friend will elaborate to you at first the background of the writer, and then background of the poetry, and then we will go on to the effect of the poetry and the meaning itself. And I will also explain about how this poetry influenced the culture in America.
Thank you for the time. In this part, I will present you the background of the writers. The writer is John Mccrae. John Mccrae was born in Canadian City in City of Recall in 1872. He pursued two careers in his life, in medicine and in military, upon a break out of the war in 1914. Mccrae went to front as a brigade sergeant. In 1915, he tended the wounded and dying soldiers of the Second Battle of Ypres raised on. He was sometimes called upon to perform burial service. On 2nd May, he carried out this duty for his close friend, the Lieutenant Alexis Herbert, who had died be killed by his shell. John Mccrae's skills as a surgeon had not been able to save the Herbert, but his family left death treasured with the writing, the poem most closely associated with the appalling losses of the First World War, and now known as the course of the war as In Flanders Fields.
Okay, in here I will present about the background of the poem. The war and popularized connection was centrally popularized by Webber and in particular by this John Mccrae poem. In Flanders Fields by the John Mccrae, a Canadian lieutenant colonel, was inspired to write it after they conducted the burial service for an artillery officer, Alexis Hermes, who had been killed in the conflict. In the champion's absence, Mccrae is the company doctor resident over the burial of the young man. Mccrae also was inspired to write the poem on 3 May 1950, following Hermes' funeral.
In Flanders Fields, John Mccrae, 1950. In Flanders Fields, poppies blow. Between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still free, singing fly. Scars heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We live, fell down, so sunset glow. Love, and we'll love, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the fool. To you, from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep till poppies grow in Flanders Fields.
Okay, so I'll explain about the meaning inside the poem. We will explain the meaning based on the line breaks that we defined by our group. So let's start. This is the first line. In Flanders Fields. In Flanders Fields in here means it is the name of the field in Belgium. It is the place where all of the soldiers died at the war. And then this is the second line. The poppies blow between the crosses row on row that mark our place. This line break shows that the soldiers that have been died in the war lie down row on row. Poppies in here means the symbol of the death and the remembrance of the war. This is the third line breaks. In the sky, the larks still bravely singing, fly scarred heard amidst the guns below. Lark is a bird. It is a symbol of peace and joy. It shows that the war of human is useless. Meanwhile, the human fighting each other below, the lark still flying freely. Between the sound of the guns, there is also the sound of the flying around as a symbol of the corpse. This is the fourth line. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, fell down, saw sunset, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. This line breaks emphasize that the soldiers that have fought in the war have died, all of them, even though yesterday they lived, saw the sun, and feel the warmth of love. This is the fifth line. Please take up our quarrel with the food. It means that the writers want the new generation to continue the fight with the enemy. This is the sixth line. To you, from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. It is about the spirit. The torch in here symbolizes the spirit of the soldiers. And will of the fallen soldier give to the new generation. And the new generation must be proud of that spirit and the will. This is the last line breaks. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep till the poppies grow in Flanders Fields. It emphasized the curse of the fallen soldiers. When the new generation did not take the spirit and will of the soldiers, even though they are dead, they will never find peace. Okay, that's all about the meanings. Thank you.
Now, we come to the most important part in analyzing a poem, which is the effect. My friend has explained about the meaning of the whole poem, the writer's background, the background of the poetry. But this is the most important part, the effect. So, we don't
Okay guys, now I would like to explain about the effects of the poem The Flanders Fields. So, this poem talks about the patriotism because the army died in the war to defend their country. When we reading the poem, it really moves us, and the poem brings tears to everyone when read on the Remembrance Day. And it is so called about the action, and the writer wants the new generation to continue about the spirits, will, the feeling, and the faith. When we talk about the effect of this poem, I think it has a different effect in a different period, because in the past there was a war, and the poem will make the people in that time to continue about the spirits and defend their country, save the country in war. But nowadays, or in this era, there is no war anymore. So we realize that war is very useless and make many people dead and lost their beloved ones. So this poem, it is so called to remember the loss of war. And why we must remember? Because we try to appreciate the army who died in the war, and many people say that the big country is the country that always remember about their history. I think that's all about the effect. Thank you.
Poetry isn't just an art, it's more than art. is the representation of people's feelings in maybe in almost every time. And because of the poetry, Flanders Fields, people now always wear focus flower on their shoes on the 11th November to remember all the soldiers that have sacrificed themselves for people to live nowadays. So now you can see how strong this poetry is. Without even maybe without the poetry, we won't ever understand how suffer themselves during the war. So that's how poetry could really reflect the idea of human beings.
Guys, ngapain guys?
Makasih ya.
I wanted love, I needed love, most of all, most of all. Someone said true love was dead, and I bound to fall for you. Oh, what can I do?
Yang bagus nah Gitu kalau ngerekam tuh udah harus punya bayangan ke editannya mau kayak gimana gitu. Udah harus kayak ngayalin bro. Aku gitu terus.